Go! Hi, Recap! Go morning, go afternoon, and go evening! Thank you so much for joining me today on another Tippa stream. Today is so quirky, and even I put the post out when I put the stream announcement. I'm like, I feel so manic posting 3 times in one day. But it's definitely Daijo Booty. Today's gonna be very quirky. I'll tell you about already my quirky day. And actually, Cubs, you might need to help me out and decide what I need to do in the next 2.5 hours. All that and more in just one moment. But I hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you all, every Cub. I hope you're having a great time. Today is also really special because we also have 2 streams, but I'll go into all those details in just a moment. But Caleb, gamer, thank you so very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. My name is Tipanya. Nice to meet ya. I'm a bear cat VTuber. I do the Gao Gao. I do the Nya, and it's very nice to meet ya. Yeah! Again, I hope you had a really good stream with your Borderlands. If you have the raid around or any member of your community, absolutely no hacking words. Just make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to stand up and stretch, hydrate, and eat and drink something super duper yummy. But Caleb says the creek? Craig? Rieg? Craig. DLC for Borderlands 3 is kinda keynote and I'm tired of pretending it's not, lads. Wait, do people hate it? Are people like, ooh, boo, I hate it? What? As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, gamer. But thank you so much for entrusting your community to me. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Speaking of thank yous as well, Skull, thank you so wow very much for the 40 stream streak. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Alright, let me go ahead and say my highs and my hellos as well, and life will be good. Yes. I know. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for the Club check-in. Welcome on in, gamer, and hi, Pi. Hi, Ayo. Hi, gamer. Hi, Roboto. Hi. Let's go. Go. Hi, Runes. Hi. Welcome on in. Welcome. Hi, Spots. Hi. Bear Car streamer. That's me. Oh my goodness. I'm Bear Car. Cubs, if you don't get the reference for today's stream title of half a stream, technically it's from Wheel of Fortune, but what do you call it? So when Simpleplitz was playing the game Wheel of Fortune, basically, apparently when you spin the wheel, you can land on half a car. So he gets like really excited, like, oh my gosh, half a car. So today's half a stream. Today's gonna be a little bit shorter at 2.5 hours, which is like Tippa, that's normal stream hours. Yeah, but I like to stream a little bit more, and actually I'm kind of debating what to do now. So the reason why I'm at 2.5 hours, by the way, or I only want to stream for so little, is because I was really worried about Baby P. She was very eepy, and she had been very eepy for like 5 days basically since she got her updated shots and whatnot, and people were like, oh, that's weird. And then she had diarrhea a few days ago, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But right now, she's currently biting my hand, so I think she's normal. So part of me is like, do I still go to the vet? She actually seems pretty okay now, you know what I mean? I don't know if I take her to the vet still or not, but she seems okay now. So that's where I'm also kind of like debating of what I should be doing with Baby Peace. Of course, it's like, oh, take care of her health, but she was marked as normal basically when I took her like 6 days ago, almost a week ago. So I'm kind of like, oh, now that she looks back to herself, she's playing, she's biting me, she wants to fight so bad. Why you want to fight so bad, huh? I'm debating if I should cancel the appointment, but it's like, ooh, you get to save yourself $60 to $70 just to have them say your cat's okay. But yesterday I was so scared. I'm like, not scared, but very concerned. I was like, oh, I just want this peace of mind for my baby girl, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, oh, she's fine. So I'm like, I'm in a little pickle. I still have like another hour to decide what I'm actually gonna do. But for today, I'm like, I mean, we're gonna double stream today anyway, so it's okay. Anyway, hi Skull, hi, welcome on in, and Justice, hi, welcome, Zerman, hi, welcome, hi gamer, thank you for the cup check-in as well. Oh my goodness. Caleb also says, and Caleb, thank you again so much for the read. I appreciate it. Caleb says that I mean the main story of Borderlands 3 is pure and you don't like the story, but the DLC is the best content of the franchise by a large margin. You know, actually, I'm not that familiar with Borderlands to even make that conclusion, like, at all. I'm trying to think, like, what is my experience? And I'm like, oh, Borderlands is that one robot with that one wheel, right? It's like an orange box robot. I know very little, unfortunately. But again, as long as you're enjoying it, gamer. Oh my goodness, but thank you, Robo, for the check-in as well. Thank you. Luna says, could the vaccine have knocked her for a few? Yeah, but they said it's like for a day or two. So when she was going on 5 days, I was like, is she gonna be okay? But the reason why I say she's okay now is that for the past few days, she's been kind of very avoidant. But she literally, again, just hopped onto my desk, sat on the bed, cleaned herself, and then kept biting my hand. So I said, oh, she's good. She's so good. Hi, Julian. No, hi, welcome. Brother, noon cup stream starts really helps make the workday fly by. Arigatou gozaimasu. Doi itashimashite. You're very welcome, gamer. I'm so happy to have moved the stream. The stream would have been earlier. Smile face emoji. Smiley. But I went to the dentist at 10, and then I was like, hey. I told them my life story, and I'll tell you because my life story, because, you know, why not? I'm in a little pickle because I don't know what to do with my life right now. But anyway, it's fine. I got it. But yeah, the annoying robot Claptrap. Yeah, that's his name. That's the only thing I know about Borderlands. So thank you, Luna. I appreciate it. Today's a Club chooses just because today is a shorter stream. Smiley face emoji. So again, it's really either pick Pokemon Arceus or like pick Overwatch. You know, that's really the two choices. I was thinking about a third, but I don't know. But yeah, so today I went to the dentist about like 2 hours ago. Actually, half my mouth is numb. I don't sound like it, but I am numb. But I went there not for like a checkup or anything. So as you cubs know, for the past few and I'll grab a picture basically. But as you cubs are aware, for the past few months I've been dealing with like some dental things. Not that my teeth are actually bad or anything like that, but now that I'm like, wait, I need to take care of this. Like I actually have the means to do this. Even if I don't have insurance, I could still pay out of pocket. Thanks, student loan refund money. But I'm like, oh, before this gets like serious and impacts my health, because as I tell you cubs all the time, your health is very important and dental's included in that. Smile. So a year ago I went to the dentist and I did a cleaning, and it was like my first time going in a couple of years, and they're like, hey, yeah, you don't have any cavities, but you have this hole in your tooth. If it gets really bad, you know, they could probably just put a crown, but, you know, for now, they're gonna need they might have to do a root canal. And cubs, I have heard horror stories about root canals. So I'm like, oh god, okay, I'm gonna jump on this as fast as I can, smiley face emoji, and go from there. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's fine, it's okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be okay. But I'm like, hey, do you guys do root canals? And they're like, no, because I go to like a low cost clinic basically. They're like, no. But what we do is we do cleanings and we could get your x-rays. So I said, great. So when I went to this other place, I had did some research and I looked around. I found a place that does wisdom teeth extractions, but they only do extraction. So I said, oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my wisdom teeth removed. And that's how we ended up with this bad boy. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. My teeth are so cute. And my wisdom teeth gave me like absolute heck for like 3 weeks. I was not a happy camper. And I stopped streaming for a little bit because I was in like so much pain, and I couldn't talk. I actually couldn't talk for a few days. So I was like, oh. But the reason why I need to get my wisdom teeth removed is because the same people who said I might need a root canal or crown, they were like, hey, we could put a crown, or whoever puts a crown could put the crown, but if you need to get your wisdom teeth removed, or if you want to, you should do that before you do that. Do you understand? That makes sense. I'm so sorry. I feel like I keep going back and forth. But basically, they said, hey, you can't get this crown or root canal until you get your wisdom teeth removed. So I did the research. I got my wisdom teeth removed. It took me that 3 weeks to recover. And then I got overwhelmed with my last semester of school because it was very difficult. But in between then, I was trying to look for someone of like, hey, I need to get this crown. I need to get this crown before I start this internship. But everywhere's busy because apparently that's how dental offices work. They're busy. And you need to book months in advance for some reason. But I was very lucky to find this very affordable clinic because when I was calling around and I'm like, hey guys, hey dental office, I have no insurance, but I need a crown. Can you help me? They said, $2,000. And I'm like, ah! I'm like, hey, don't get me wrong. For a crown? You're telling me 2,000? I'm going to what? And that's what I get for not having insurance. But I had looked around basically, and I went to this other dentist that were like, yeah, we'll charge you $900 for a crown. And I said, wow, that's still god awful, but you know what? I'll take it. So I scheduled an appointment. I went today. But hi, Collie. Hi, Monte. Hi, welcome. You should see me in a crown, brother. Is that the Billie Eilish song? But I'm like, you know what? $900 is better than $2,000. You know, quick math. Hi, Tukini. Hi, welcome. And hi, Zombie. Hi, welcome. Let me move this tooth away. You guys can't see. So I went today and they're like, hey, your teeth, they look great. And I said, wow, thank you so much. But they're like, how did you get this hole in the back of your tooth? And I said, I don't know. I can only assume what happened is that it became like a cavity that couldn't, you know, a cavity that I just never attended to. So it's very, very, very sad. Very, 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 very sad. And so then it became a hole, and then it became this, and da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine, right? And so I said, hey, can you do the crown? And this, again, at this point, this is almost a year out since initially the first dentist is like, yeah, you need a crown. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's gotten too bad. We need to do a root canal. And I said, what? And they're like, yeah, we could do a root canal on the spot. And I said, huh? And so me with my limited time of like the little TikTok of like, oh my gosh, I have this internship and I don't want to take days off and blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, why not? Let's do the root canal. But the root canal was $1,200. And I said, okay. Not including the crown. So at the end of the day, I am going to end up paying $2,000 out of pocket regardless, smile. But that's fine. I love instant gratification and I love getting root canals on the spot. So I was so scared because I'm like, oh my gosh. But the lady I talked to, like the dental assistant, was so nice. And the actual dentist was also really kind too. But I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm really worried. You know, I just had a really bad experience with my wisdom teeth removal. I really don't want to go through this again. And she said, oh my God, in comparison, this is nothing. And actually, it was nothing. I think the procedure went great. I'm not gonna lie to you though. The big needle that they had to put in my mouth scared me. I had to look away. I'm one of those people. I cannot look. I need to look away and pretend it's not there. What do you mean you're putting a giant needle in my mouth, in my gums, to numb me? But yeah, I didn't feel anything. And I'm still slightly numb. And I have to go back in 2 weeks. So that's a quirky situation for my clinical instructor for 2 weeks from now. But the second half of all this procedure is that I got the root canal done, and now I'm finally gonna get the crown. So yay, my favorite. But you know what? Honestly, Cubs, I'm being so transparent right now, as I always am. My teeth are really not bad, but it's the back teeth that are like hecking me up for some reason. Let me show you what my back tooth looks like. I know we're getting really intimate by by me showing you my teeth, but I want to explain what happened, okay? I'm a very visual person. But before that, Zombie, thank you so much for the holy amount times 2 stream shakes. I appreciate it very, very, very much. And hi, Sunny. Hi, gamer. I can't believe your teeth is playing games with you, especially that cute one on the screen. It is so cute. This is the cutest tooth. I love you, little tooth. Squall says, yeah, who doesn't love root canals? I know. I know. Monty says, I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to hate teeth. Brother, I don't blame you. Me too right now. But, you know, if I get it out of the way, I don't have anything to worry about, and I keep up with my regular maintenance, and life is good? Maybe? But yeah, you gotta brush extra in the back, apparently. But yeah, I showed you my back teeth. Please respawn. Please respawn. Squall says, when I got my root canal treatment, my dentist picked up around the inside of my tooth and accidentally hit a live nerve, and it sent shivers my whole body. That's what I was so scared of. But he said my teeth were thick. He says, I haven't seen something like this in a long time, and I was both flattered and insulted. So, this is my back tooth, right? And it's a really bad picture because it's a picture of an x-ray from my phone, right? And so what had happened is that he's like, yeah, you have like really thick roots right here. So removing this, especially because the roots go up to your nasal cavity, is probably not the best way to go. And I said, yeah, I actually love having my teeth if I can keep it. This right here, this is a hole in my tooth. You could tell that it's a hole because air, and that's why this is kind of black right here. When you have an x-ray, all the black is basically air, and the white you see here is like bone or the density. So here's my tooth basically, and the quirky thing about it, and I don't think I have the right angle for it, but he said, yeah, your tooth is not down, Tippa. And I said, oh? He's like, yeah, and I swear this is the word he uses. Your tooth is awkwardly angled out in the back. And it's like leaving like a small indent in your cheek a little bit. And food can get stuck here because it's curved like this slightly. And that's how it probably happened, basically. And I said, okay. I'm like, okay, I can't help that. I was born with these teeth, but it's fine. It is whatever. So I said, okay. And so right now, I could feel it in my tongue. And I don't feel like this is even here anymore. So I have no idea what he did. I don't know what a root canal is apparently. But I'm going back in 2 weeks to get a crown. So yay. I love dental. Brother, if I could go back, I would become a dentist or a dental hygienist. Something. Something. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Monty says you have the same as me, but my tooth actually broke. Wait, how did it break? See, that's why I'm so scared now, because they told me, I had looked it up basically. They're like, hey, now that you got this root canal, your teeth are more likely, or that tooth is most likely able to fracture, so don't do anything I wouldn't do. So I guess I'm avoiding apples, like, I don't know, or I'm eating on the left side of my mouth. Like, I have no idea. But yeah, never tell a girl her teeth are awkwardly angled. Yeah, I felt so offended. I was like, what the heck? But again, it's only that back tooth. So my wisdom teeth and my back teeth have given me issues. My front teeth, fine. So winning Bearcat smile. Hi, Double. Hi, welcome. Howdy. You're gonna go to the dentist tomorrow, which means you get to watch Gallinair live? Let's go! I'm so excited for Gallinair. I'm a little nervous though. I'm not gonna lie to you, Cubs, because so sometimes I run through the questions with like a group of friends to be like, hey, is this question easy or hard? And one of the questions I thought was hard apparently is very easy. So poor Pico is going to be in for a random world of like, hey, I thought the questions were supposed to be getting like progressively harder, and then like in the middle it's gonna be like one random hard question. Kind of too lazy to fix it, because maybe she just knows it, but like I didn't. Things that I don't know, I'm like, that question must be hard, and I don't know a lot of things, so we'll see. But I'm so excited. Good luck with the dentist. Oh my gosh, is it like the season of dental? Like what's going on? What the heck? But I wish you the best of luck. I hope everything turns out well, and I'm gonna be so happy to see you and the other Cubs for Gallinair. And if you Cubs aren't familiar with Gallinair, basically it's a little live TV game show that I like to host. Tee hee ha ha ho ho. And it's gonna be so fun. Zombie says, I showed you my teeth. Please respond. Please respond. Please respond. Do you not like my quirky tooth? It's so cute. I love the dry blood. It's so quirky. Anyway, you were just eating and it broke because it was empty, but you didn't have the root canal done. Oh. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's like another back tooth, so you don't have to worry about it, but still sucks because you still have to like eat, I guess. Anyway, hi Apple, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Thank you so much for the head pat and the cup club check-in, I appreciate it. Monte says I went to the dentist and told me to get an implant for this tooth. Got the same in a second opinion, and now you're getting an implant next month? Let's go! Is implant and crown the same thing? I want to assume, but maybe it's not. Either way, new tooth buddy? Let's go! Squall says maybe she'll find it difficult, or at least pretend it is. Yeah, honestly, I hope she just pretends. I need sometimes like a second opinion about these questions, but I am almost done with the Gallery Nerd questions. I'm just missing one for her. Don't tell her this, but it's been very hard to like observe from far away to come up with questions that relate to her. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, I'm having some difficulties. Oh my goodness, I need to get better on my stalking, unfortunately. But one more question, and it's like one of the middle questions, so I just need to find a nice medium question. We're done, and we'll do Gallery Nerd tomorrow at 4 p.m. ET. Or basically 4 hours from now, but tomorrow. But hi Gallo, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Why is it giving Family Guy death pose? Because it's just so quirky. I'm just gonna keep it up here. It's fine. It's okay. I love my little tooth. Double says my past visit has been well, and electric toothbrush made a huge difference. Brother, so I got it, and I completely agree. I actually had to stop using it months ago when I got my wisdom teeth removed because they told me not to use it after my wisdom teeth removal. So it's been a couple of months. I need to replace the head. Thank you for reminding me I have it, and life should be good. Or like I wait a month or something. Aren't you supposed to like replace toothbrushes like every 6 months or something? So you know what? Remind me in a month from now. Oh my goodness. Zombie says I need to get teeth worked on but no insurance and low monies. I'm literally in the same boat. I'm literally only living off my student refunds. This is why I was able to pay like 1K out of pocket. And when I say 1K out of pocket, I mean put it on my credit card and smile and pay off slowly with my student loans. But yeah, Monty says implant is getting a titanium artificial root to put the crown on. Oh, I didn't realize. Brother, I hope that's okay. I hope it's gonna be so good. But you know what? I haven't had like a bad dental experience like with the actual professionals or the people. And I've been to 3 different clinics, so I consider myself pretty lucky. Even the new dentist I had was actually, I said he was nice earlier, but he was really nice. Like, he had a sense of humor. He's like, hey, I know this is a big needle, but this is just to make sure we stay friends at the end of this, okay? And the needle was again just like a numbing agent to make sure I didn't feel anything. And a lot of it was just pressure and vibration. So I said, okay, this wasn't bad whatsoever. And it was 30 minutes. Someone told me it might take an hour and a half. So I said, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it a stream. I was literally debating. I'm like, do I even stream today? I don't know what do I do? What do I do? And that's why I also partially to Cup Club chooses, because I was like, yeah. Monte says the funny thing is the broken tooth didn't hurt at all, even though the dentist told me it was never exposed. Hey, look, listen, as long as the nerve is okay, that's like the biggest thing. I'm sure the tooth wouldn't hurt. Like breaking a bone technically doesn't hurt, but the structures around it will. Monte says, bro, I'm literally traveling back to my country because it's so expensive here that the procedure and flight are still cheaper. That's literally me right now. I wanted to do medical tourism so bad, but I'm happy, question mark, that I did it here because I did have that complication with the wisdom teeth. And you know, obviously there would be no one else to go to with that. But if I need to get like a general cleanup or whatever, I'm medical tourism. I mean, I'm so sorry. America's ridiculous. Obviously, I know not necessarily American, but there's just some prices that are just too much. The nerve was exposed and it didn't hurt. You're crazy for that. Anyway, gamers, so really quick. I know this sounds so bad. I'm gonna leave. Well, I don't know. don't know. I don't know. So I don't know so bad that I'm like losing the words for it, so I apologize. But as I mentioned, and for anyone coming on in, today's stream is short. I literally only could stream for about like 2 more hours at max because I have a checkup appointment with Baby Peas, but Baby Peas looks fine. So I'm really debating if I should cancel the appointment or not, or if I should just go through with it. I'm really like a bear cat who is like better safe than sorry, but at the same time I'm like, I think she might be okay. Now she might be okay. Yesterday she scared me. Today she's good. So part of me is like, do I put Peace's fate in your Cubs' hands? Do I debate if I cancel this appointment or not? And I was like, but what if I regret it? And so I was like, oh, it's so stupid. Really, at the end of the day, I might just put the poll up for the gaming. But thank you, Noah, for the headband. Thank you. But let's see. Today's the Cub Club chooses because of the short nature of the stream, so we could still pick Pokemon Arceus. We could do Overwatch. I could do Marvel Rivals. What else is a short game? Neopet tier list. I don't even know if that should be an option. That's so funny. But I'm like thinking of other short games. Hold on. When was her last checkup? 6 days ago. Her last checkup was 6 days ago. So it's just again, she was just really lethargic after like the vaccines. So I was like, oh. But yeah, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I think 4 choices is okay. Alright, gamers. So we have 4 choices today. I have to pull up officially. So we can continue with Pokemon Arceus. This is again not to like throw the game out to the wind. That's not my like intention whatsoever. But today is like a shorter stream. I could play Overwatch. And I could show you Stadium finally, so you could be like, whoa, Tippa's a competitive gamer! I could play Marvel Rivals because, again, I have that Battle Pass. And then, again, we have Neopet Tierlist chatting, which really is going to be, do I like the Neopet or do I not like the Neopet? I know we talked about it briefly a little bit yesterday, so I'm kind of like, that's a really decent, like, just chatting. And having things in the background and being nostalgic. And if you Cubs have any other recommendations for Tierlist. Put my vote for that? Okay. I will +1 in my head. +1 in my head! +1 in my head! But yeah, Monty says, don't worry, go take her? Okay. I will, again, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. But if she's not well, I don't know if she's not well. But I don't know what they're gonna do either, you know what I mean? They said they were just gonna check her vitals. So I'm like, oh, I could check her heart rate. I have the material to check her heart rate. I could Google Cat's normal heart heart, and I could check her weight again. So it's kind of like that, and it kind of sucks because I have to go to the vet again anyway. Next weekend, because smiley face emoji. She needs to get the booster for one of the shots she got. I think the shot that really took her out, or why she was still lethargic, is that apparently there's a new vaccine for like upper respiratory infections, and I guess that got very popular because obviously COVID. And I don't know if you Cubs had heard, there was like a pet variant basically for COVID or something like that, and so it looks like they made a vaccine for it and blah 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 blah. And because I'm like, Peace has had vaccines before for like rabies. Not that she's gonna get bit by a rabbit something, but who knows, you know? But she's never acted like that, so I was like, ooh, but this new one, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand why this might have knocked you out a little bit. So, we'll see, and I'll keep you Cubs updated. I'll let you know, obviously, the next time I get to see you, or I can even ramble about it, and that's like fun conversation topics I can have with Ryan while we play Look Outside, how do you call it, later today, which, by the way, if if you're not already following, please go ahead and follow her. I'm going to be collabing with her at 7 p.m., which is about 6.5 hours from now. So if you're still awake from there, or from now, please feel free to check that out, okay? Okay! Anyway. Sunny says it's not bad to get a checkup every now and then. I know, but she just got it less than a week ago. You don't have to do it. You put your vote in. I'll catch you during lunch. Have a good lunch, gamer. Outside looking. That's what we do. We outside look. We are so outside looking. Cubs, you're scaring me with the tying of the poles. You're scaring me, brothers. But it's fine. It's like what? Not even halfway. So we're so good, I think. Anyway. So let me see. So I talked about the dentist. I talked about my future plans. Sorry. I talked about my future plans, basically, of like I gotta take peace to the vet, and then I have to come back home. I have to do a lot of back and forth. I know this sounds so stupid, but it's not tied. Remember the +1? No, Double said they already put their vote in, so technically it's not. And I have to go to the pharmacy to get the prescription for the amoxicillin. So they gave me how would you describe amoxicillin? Hold on, amoxicillin. They gave me an antibiotic, basically, for the root canal. So I said, okay, why? And they're like, oh, you might get an infection, so this is just to prevent that, okay? And I said, what? That's the medicine I'm specifically allergic to. That's crazy! I hope I'm not allergic to it, because I told them, hey, I don't have any allergies, smiley face emoji. But I did kind of, it's not that I recently learned this, but I went, oh, I never told you, Cubs, I got to visit my mama bear cat this past weekend. And it was really great until she started going a little crazy. And I said, okay, mama bear cat, I have to go now. Let me start with the good, and then I'll end with the bad, and then I'll end with the good, so you Cubs don't have a bad impression of my mama bear cat. But I went to go visit my mama bear cat this past weekend just because I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, Mother's Day is like next weekend? Why don't we just do something this weekend? And I hadn't seen her in a while, and da-da-da-da-da-da. So we're catching up, we're talking about family stuff, and she's like, oh, you know, times are tough, so let me go cook for you. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, even though it wasn't like her normal way of cooking, I haven't had my mother's like home cooking for probably a couple of years now, so it's a very kind gesture, even if it was out of like more of a financial thing, like, yeah, we don't have to go out to eat, I already made food when you arrived, basically. And I said, that's very sweet of you, thank you. So I had some little rice and chicken, and she what do you call it, made a little fruit thing. My mama bear cat's very quirky, because she thinks like a fruit salad is like spinach with like, and you throw fruit on top of it. And so she'll make that sometimes, and I say, oh, mama bear cat, you shouldn't have. This is not a fruit salad. But I'll still eat it regardless. So she made something similar to that, and I had like cantaloupe and kiwis, and I bit into the kiwi, and I'm like, oh, I love kiwis, but it makes my tongue a little itchy. So when my mama bear cat also made a smoothie with kiwis, I'm like, hey, mama bear cat, I am so sorry to be the one to break the news. I think I'm actually allergic to kiwis. I'm like, yeah, unless it's like the seeds or the texture that makes my tongue prickly, I think I'm allergic to this. So I'm sorry, mama bear cat. And she said, you're not eating this anymore. And I said, okay, mama bear cat. But I love them so much. There's just something. But Sunny says this, Tipa mama a good cook? She got very Americanized. Let's just say that. I thought I would be eating more like Puerto Rican food growing up. No, I ate a lot of mac and cheese, rice and beans, and chicken. But I like your chicken and plátanos. Oh, she made plátanos. I love plátanos. So your plátanos are good. But the food typically was kind of bland because she had high blood pressure. So she didn't like using salt. So, yeah, she was... I ate it. I love edible food. Vegetable salad with fruit on top? Yeah, that's her definition of fruit salad. I can't change that definition for her. Salad, hi, welcome! Did you say you're allergic to cuties? No! The cuties can come and go. I'm allergic to kiwis. Imagine dying to a kiwi, brother. That would be the way I go, you know? What's that smudge in the middle of the screen? Oh, that's my tooth. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Yeah, you have to respect the tooth. The kiwi bites back just like the pineapple? No, the pineapple's okay. The kiwi has hands. Zombie says I also partake in edible food, right? I love edible food. I love food that I can eat. Smile. Anyway, so she's not the greatest cook, but you know, she kept me fed, and I was just very happy. So it's very nostalgic and a very nice gesture to eat her food when it's been probably like, if I put numbers, you guys are gonna be like, huh, what? I probably haven't. It's probably been 6 years. Oh my gosh, 5 to 6 years since the last time I ate her like home cooking. So I'm like, ooh, Mama Bearcat's home cooking. Ooh. I had sent like a snap of my food, and a certain individual who will not be named was like, "Hey, that looks really sad." And I said, "I'm gonna kill you." They're like, "I'm out here eating at a restaurant. Look at my food." I'm like, I'm gonna end you." But regardless, anyway, had a really good time catching up and whatnot until I was telling my Mama Bearcat about like my upcoming plans. I was like, "Oh, Mama Bearcat, I'm so excited about my upcoming trip, and as some of you cubs know, I'm going to Offkai. Yeah! I'm gonna be going with Citrus and Ryan, and if we could get a 4th person, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, maybe. But so far it's just the 3 of us, and it's so cool because I love a girls trip. And anytime I get to travel with Ryan, it's really nice. And I was gonna say, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I traveled with Ryan, but that's a lie. I forgot we got to go to Breaking Dimensions, which was in a new Bearcat City, which was honestly a lot of fun. And that's the time where Ryan almost died by falling into a basement, but yeah, it's fine. Hey Cubs, why did you tie the pole, huh? Huh? You're so funny, because you know what I'm just gonna do? I'm just gonna put the pole again. One moment. No one voted Pokemon. I mean, no one voted Marvel Rivals. That's crazy. I mean, no one voted Overwatch. That's crazy that I can't get my words together. All right, poll again. All right. Marvel Rivals is there because someone voted. There was 3 votes for that, so I could respect it. I should have respected it less and just put the 2 options, but it's fine. It's okay. Maybe the Marvel Rival individuals will change their way. Bye, Portable. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Zombie says, honestly, I'll eat anything that someone cooks for me because that means I don't have to cook. Exactly! Exactly! Now with my internship coming up, I have to cook a little bit more consistently if I don't want to, like... if I don't want to, you know, starve at work, and I'm like, ugh, being a real adult, ugh. So we'll see what I have up my sleeve on Sunday when I decide, hey, what am I actually meal prepping this week? Smile. Cooking's such a hassle. I mean, it's good, it's nice when it is, but I just don't have that skill in me, unfortunately. I need me a little home chef. Don't get me wrong, I've tried like what do you call it, like things like HelloFresh, by the way, which is really cool and made me a little bit more confident in cooking, and they have really good variety, but it's just way too expensive. Literally, I could do the same thing by googling and like just picking out the groceries and like going from there, but sometimes I'm a little lazy. Noah says I always make the 2-hour drive for my parents' food. It's super comforting. Honestly, I respect it. And the 2-hour drive, honestly, listen, I know 2-hour drive sounds like miserable, but like in America, you know, that's not reasonable, but it's pretty doable. So I completely understand, and you can make a little like day out of it, so it's always nice, you know. Robo says I'm glad Orion didn't die by almost falling into the basement. I also agree. Sunny says, who's sleepy in the middle this time? I'm still volunteering to sleep in the middle at Offkai. We have 2 beds. Realistically, I'm gonna end up sleeping with Ryan, and Citrus is gonna sleep by herself. But these hotel beds, Cubs, you've been to hotels. Maybe. You've been to a convention. Maybe. The beds are big. You can fit 3 girls. It's fine. Extended yapping? Honestly, I feel like it is. Cubs, please, the yapping. You're so lucky that even if half my mouth is numb right now, I can get away with this. Perfectly balanced, that all things should be. Hi, Plex. Hi, welcome. Yeah, with the ties, you Cubs are crazy. Insane. Excuse me. Salas says Overwatch. Didn't I get killed by Blizzard? Yes, Blizzard did shoot it in the foot multiple times, but thankfully there's 2 feet, I guess, you know? So they're still powering through, and I still really like the game of Overwatch. I keep saying this, and I will never stop saying this, but Overwatch has a Stockholm Syndrome over me. Even if I play Marvel Rivals, it doesn't have the same satisfaction as Overwatch. It really doesn't, but I'm glad Marvel Rivals has come to fruition, and it's still a pretty good game, because I'm pretty sure, again, it got Overwatch butt in gear, kind of be like, oh, we should be doing something, you know? Monty says cooking stream when? Ryan wants to do a cooking stream so bad, but I tell Ryan, how the heck are we gonna set it up? I already am prone to like technical difficulties, but I don't have the technology to do it quite yet, but I wouldn't mind. I think how cute it would be, and I think actually Zuzu does this, where they do like a weekly cooking stream. I think it'd be really cute to do like a Sunday, like, hey, let's do some meal prepping, cook together, and yeah, I think that's like very like, I know it sounds kind of weird, I can't really think of another word, but I think it sounds romantic. I know it's like, whoa, Tippa, that's a strong word, but I'm like, no, how romantic is it to be like, yeah, I'm cooking and I'm spending the time with people I enjoy being around instead of cooking by myself and being like and like 30-minute recipe turns to an hour and a half, you know? So boom, 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 boom. Hi Steve, hi, welcome. You're not gonna change your way? Brother, change your vote. Make sure whatever you want to win wins. Monte says meal prep Pomodoro. Brother. Guy says you'll vote Neopets or I'll vaporize you with my mind. Okay, Cubs. You have to vote Neopets or you'll be vaporized by both our minds. Wah, wah, wah. Joshi says no additional Belultra option for the Cub Club to choose. Are we cook Cubs? Joshi, no! I literally had a Cub Club chooses yesterday. You missed it. I played Belultra for 3 hours. Typically, normally for Cub Club chooses, I love adding Belultra, but because we had just played it yesterday, I just took it out. I thought it was like the only fair option, I think. Melina says, sorry you didn't get 2 girls to snuggle with at once tips. No worries, no apologies necessary. Realistically, Cubs, I like to put on this persona of like, yeah, 2 girls cuddling. But realistically, what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna share a bed with Ryan, turn my back towards her, stare at a wall, and then somehow stay stationary for the next 8 hours and then wake up in the same position. That's realistically what's gonna happen. So, it's fine. It's okay. Monte says, I'm fitting like 5 people in my flat this summer. It could be done if you're cheap enough. Brother, when I had started going to cons and I got my baby job, I'm pretty sure when I got my first baby job, because my memory again is so poor, that I think I was getting paid a single digit per hour. Like I was maybe getting paid $7 to $9 an hour for working in retail, which by the way, young Tippa, what the heck? But young Tippa was just excited. Ooh, baby's first job. Ooh, and I don't care about the income as long as I make one. Dies. Anyway, anyway. But you know, I didn't make a lot of money, and I still don't. But that's, you know, once I get my career, it's gonna be over. It's gonna happen. My life is gonna change. But. But what we used to do is that we would fit 5 to 6 people into a hotel room. Again, the story of me drinking that Four Loko was me. I think we had 7 people in the hotel room, and I got the sleeping bag from like all these years ago, and I'm like, this will be useful for a con. And I passed out on the floor in my sleeping bag. Like, it can be done. If there's a will, there is a way. And the way is to save as much money as you can because you want to enjoy a con. Because realistically, Cubs, listen. Yeah, is it a miserable experience to share with that many people? Yeah, and now that I'm a little bit sophisticated as a forever 17-year-old bear cat, I will never do that. I will never do that again, squeezing 6 to 7 people. I like my own space. I like doing this, but realistically, when I go to cons, I kind of stay out as long as I can, unless I'm absolutely wiped. And then I stay at the hotel room so I could go to sleep. But realistically, I'm not going back and forth from the hotel room. I'm not the young spring chicken I used to be with my multiple cosplays a day. It's one cosplay or no cosplay, and I'm staying out for as long as possible, and I only go back to the hotel room to sleep. So that's the plan. That's why it never really bothered me to share with a lot of people, because I'm like, I'm just here to pass out. It's fine. But hi Zeke, hi, welcome, and FTW, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for the self-care checks. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and inhale some air. Drink some water, which I'm actually kind of running out. Do you hear that? Water running out ASMR. Wow. So nature, so natural. Let me check some water, one moment. They didn't give me any restrictions about eating or drinking stuff after the half a root canal, so wish me luck. Yeah. Actually, one moment. Oh goodness. Anyway, but yeah, thank you FTW. Thank you so much for the everything. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Welcome. Noah says hello, fresh sponsored cooking stream. Look, I would not mind that. I'd be like, yeah, Cubs, look at me with my HelloFresh, da. But again, I don't have the cooking layout. I wouldn't know how to record it. Like, I don't care if you Cubs see my arms and my hands and my whatever. It's fine. But I just don't have like that bird-eyes view, you know? FTW says Tippo wouldn't be the Tippo without the scuff. Ooh. Monty says it's only romantic if you give us the food. Okay, so I freeze it? And I'll send it over. I'll pull a HelloFresh. Oh my goodness. Lena says, how do VTubers stream cooking without their face being reflected everywhere? Google search? Oh, it's not that I want to be actively doxxed, but I don't have any metallic things like that, so I think I would be fine. There's some people who are like, let's do baking, and they have like the shiniest like steel bowl. I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. Big Ham! Hi, gamer! Ow! Yeah, hi, gamer. Welcome. Joshy says, I'm so sad I missed it. I missed your Jimbo cosplay? No, you're so good, gamer. I'll put it on... No, I don't know how dedicated I am. But next time I play Ultra, I'll put it on. I still don't know how many channel points I want to make that worth. And again, huge shout outs again to Big Ham if you are not already following Big Ham for being my makeup artist. But congratulations, Cubs. We are Neopets Tierlist / chatting. Let's go. Pokemon Arceus, I'm so sorry, my love. I will forget how to play you the next time I actually play you. And Marvel Rivals, I'm so sorry. You'll just have to check me out later. Or maybe I could convince Ryan, like, Marvel Rivals? So relatable. So relatable. I love staring at a wall. The tip of dead emoji is literally me in bed. Oh my goodness. Yuri dreams ruined? It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. As long as I get to surround myself with beautiful women, I'm fine. I'll live vicariously. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway. Listening Saver says, I heard income? I love income! Brother, look at your name! You're Saver! Like, saving money! So cool! So cool! Hi, gamer. Welcome on in. FTW says I'm 18 in 4 days? Brother! I can't believe it! an actual 17-year-old? No, sorry. I'm supposed to be the 17-year-old forever. But happy early birthday, gamer! In case I don't catch you. I sing you? I sing for you. And a 1, and a 2, and it's skibbity-doobity-doo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear FTW. Happy birthday to you, Cha-Cha. And many more. Happy early birthday, gamer. Oh my goodness. Enjoy. Hope you have a very sweet birthday week, birthday month. Yeah. Joshy also says, stay not the whole time, not at a hotel. Sounds like a young spring chicken to me. Listen, it's called getting your money's worth when you go to a convention. Yeah, I did pay a few $100s to stay at this hotel splitting. And yeah, I might have paid a few $100s for the plane trip ticket to go across the country to attend a VTuber event. But I'm gonna make the most of it. You know how there's like these two different kind of vacationers? Of like the person who goes on vacation to relax and they sleep in, and the other vacationers, like, we wake up as early as possible and we stay out and we maximize our time. I'm the latter. You bet your absolute butt when I got to Japan for the first time that I was like, we are doing everything. And did my feet hurt? Yeah, I'm not used to the 20 to 30,000 steps a day. I'm American. I only am used to the steps to my car. And me driving everywhere, but it's fine. It's okay. Bleh. Lena says my water bottle is in the sink to be washed because I forgot Monday and it's starting to stink. Oh, brother, I should also wash my water bottle. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Baycam says, for the cooking stream, I would just clip my webcam 90 degrees to a surface. But like, then do you do it like based off, like how would you get the feed? Do you do it from like a separate computer or like a laptop? Like, I know this sounds like really silly. I have a vague idea, but I wouldn't know how to get it onto stream. I'm just not that familiar with that tech side of stuff, you know? Zoe says green screen your arms like onigiri? No, that's too high tech for me. You get to see my arms. Now, will it be inconvenient when I get food on my sleeves? Yeah, but it's so real. Because, you know, I love cute immersion as much as the next VTuber enjoys. So anytime you see my hand cam, you know how I have my purple cardigan on? It's because I have it here! Right here! These are my hands! Wow! So it's nice, you know? Anyway. Amazing! Thank you, FTW, thank you! Joshua says getting my money's worth out of the hotel for me means buying all the art. Yeah, exactly! My big thing about going to any convention is going to the artist alley. I don't really spend on anything else. And I know how much of a scam the vendors hall can be, so smile. It was a laptop that day? Oh, okay. I will definitely have to check it out. I want to do it. Ryan's very dedicated in having it at my house though for some reason. So we'll see how that goes, okay? Ooh. Anyway, okay, Cubs. Guess what? Not chicken butt, but I have to play an ad. But I also have to do the Neopets tier list. But I also have to choose cool music that you Cubs would really like. So much to do, so much to see. Let's see. Hold on. Do I have YouTube muted? Yeah, this music should be okay. It's fine. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Joshua says, I love the artist alley. You want a table so bad? Brother, don't let your dreams be dreams. Go table! Go table! There's a lot of competition, unfortunately, with tabling, as you'd imagine. But there's a lot of small local cons that I'm sure have popped up and, you know, obviously have less competition. But that's not me to say only choose one or the other. Shoot your shot always. Apply for both. Have fun. Thank you for that, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I think being at the artist alley is so fun too. I know this sounds like silly. I wish I was like born. I was, I guess. I'm here. Hi, welcome. Existential crisis time. Anyway, I wish I was born with this natural artistic talent to also do Artist Alley. I actually had a lot of fun. I helped out Teru with their booth for Fanime last year, and I'm like, oh my goodness. This was so fun, and getting to socialize and talk and getting to sit and people watch. I love people watching at cons. I love Artist Alley, and I love staring at people from far away, respectfully, and be like, oh my gosh, they have a cool cosplay, or oh my gosh, look at them, you know? So fun. I don't know. Well, hi, it's like, hi gamer, thank you so much for the headband from really good. I appreciate it. Galmer? Galmer? Hi Isaac, welcome on in. Welcome. Eh? Joshi says it's hard to get in. Yeah, even the small ones sometimes. You definitely shot my shots. Keep shooting your shots. Keep shooting it until it hits. Zombie says, I'm glad you were born. You know, because I actually have a very serious story about how I was born. But that's unlocked at like level 80, so I'm sorry. We're not quite there yet, but you'll hear my born lore later. Your tipple doodles are so good though, brother. Thank you. Nothing to sell at the Artist Alley. I feel like you need to have like a more refined style. And honestly, listen, I'll hit my art arc eventually. One of the things I would love to do is learn how to draw, which is like a tip of anyone could draw. You already draw, and I'm like, yeah, but Ryan, this was a couple months ago when we ended up going to a library to do our Spanish lessons, because I was trying to motivate her to keep up with her Spanish, and I think she's like on chapter 3 or 4, and I'm like, buddy, we are in double digits now chapters. What do you mean you're in singular? Don't get behind! Don't get behind! Ooh. But it's fine. It's okay. It's whatever. But she was telling me about this, Sorry, I don't know why I lost tracking there for a moment. Did a ghost pass by? Anyway. She said that she had found this book that she was going to use to start getting like better at art. And it's like those like how to draw books. I was gonna say how to draw anime, but I mean it is anime inspired, but it's nothing like how it used to be, you know? And so I think would it be a really cool, fun stream idea eventually? It would be kind of like just drawing based off that. I don't think it'd be very legal to show the book to you cubs and follow along with it, but it's something that I hope you would understand and hopefully support when I, start getting more or dabble more into it, because I would like to do more art streams where I actually draw, but sometimes I'm also like, what do I draw? But I'm like, gosh, there's so many people that I can, draw. There's so many really cool designs, especially or just in the VTubing a community alone. So I'm like, there's so much inspiration, and I could just start with my friends and then go out from there. But yeah, what level are we at? Not level 80. Noah says the tip of lore goes deep. So deep. Zombie says, I wish I could draw. Brother, you pick up a pencil. We start now. Go, 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 go. Noah says, I didn't know I couldn't draw a straight line until I started looking into drawing fundamentals. You're so good. Everything again takes practice. And you know what's really unfortunate? Cubs, I got through a doctorate program to only learn about, I got through a doctorate program for, physical rehab, right? Smile. And one of the biggest things that you learn, and I can't believe it took a doctorate program to tell me this, but the only way to get better at something is to do it. Hey, you have balance issues? Well, I guess we're doing balance exercises. Well, you have issues with your shoulder? I guess we're doing shoulder exercises. Oh, you're having difficulty drawing or having trouble with it? Well, time to keep drawing lines, you know what I mean? But if you want to hate yourself, draw a box gets pretty technical with it. I have heard about drawing a box or draw a box. I'm a little scared, a little intimidated, but I'm always up for a challenge, so we'll see. Anyway. Alright, Cubs, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get everything set up. There's gonna be a 3-minute ad that's gonna play in the next minute and a half, basically. Ooh. So we'll see. Let me see. Let me open this up and get this all set up for us. Yeah, if you want to get good at Spanish, you have to use Spanish. I am, kind of. I'm actually been listening to these really cool Spanish podcasts that I posted in the Spanish club called Cuéntame. And it's really nice. It's a really cool format where basically she'll read the story really slow. Or she'll talk about something, like a podcast very slow, and she might throw some like English in there just to be like, this is this word but in English. And then for the second half of the lecture or the podcast, basically she speaks at like a normal pace. And it's actually really, really nice. I picked up a few words already. And they're like 7-minute like episodes, so it's really nice, and it's really nice during the drive to and from the dentist today, so yay. Isaac says, I can't instantly be good at anything or something? Heck! I love my instant gratification as much as the next person. Ooh. But yeah, sorry, you can't be instantly good at something unless you're naturally talented, and even if you're naturally talented, there's always stuff to work on, so keep at it, gamer. Always practice. Joshy says, I used to draw a box. It's a good exercise. Oh, I'll humor it. Noah says draw a box is where I'm trying to learn. It's rough, but very interesting. Okay, we learned together though. But I hope that progress goes really well. You definitely have a head start on it, but I believe your lines are gonna be mwah, chef kiss. But yeah, the best motivator is to draw something you like though. I'll keep it in mind. I'm gonna draw friends and cool designs that I like. But hi, Dr. Justice, welcome back, gamer, and goodbye, gamer. Alright, gamers, the 3-minute ad break set is gonna play any moment now, so I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. You guys won't miss a thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and get set up, okay? Okay! I'll see you, gamers, in a little bit. But draw a box is good? Okay, Cubs. I'm doing draw a box. That's what we do. If we had more time, I'd be like, hey, Cubs, let's just draw. Let's just do it. Let's just do this together. But we don't have the time. So I'll be back. Da-da! No! Hi, Rika. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Am I too big, or or maybe this is too small? Oh, we'll see. We'll see together. But Owl! Thank you for the welcome back, Giant Tipanya. No, am I too big? There you go. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Hi gamer, welcome on in. Welcome. Welcome back to your high positive. Your high positive mood. I can't do energy. It really helps me wake up and starts my day with a smile and productive mood. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for spreading positivity. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can help you. I'm gonna up your stuff basically. But thank you so much, gamer, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. I appreciate it though. Seriously. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And thank you, Zombie. Thank you. I appreciate it. So gamers, honestly, I spent a little while because I'm debating on what kind of music I want. So there's like this music that's playing in the background, right? But then I found this really cool playlist. This is gonna get me copywritten. It's gonna get me so copywritten. So I'm like, oh gosh darn it. But we'll figure it out together. I was literally like what do you call it, vibing to it. It's like an hour playlist, but it's a lot of just remixes. But I don't know if I could get away with it. I forget there's like this whole track thing you could do, but I have never set it up because I wasn't ever planning to put like a copyright music. So, but it's fine. We could go with generic lo-fi music, so chill, so cool. The vibes are really there. Anyway, gamers, so yeah, welcome back. We basically did a Cup Club Cheeses for today because I only have maybe about an hour left. Smile. While streaming, so you'll have to forgive me, okay? Okay. But the Cubs have voted, they have spoken, and we're gonna do Neopets tier list. And as you Cubs may or may not be aware, I grew up playing Neopets. Don't start guessing my age, but I grew up playing this. This is probably one of the earliest things I remember playing. I don't even know how I got into it. I've never owned any of the plushes or anything, but I guess with young unrestricted access to the internet, I guess I somehow like stumbled onto it. How's your boca? Oh, mi boca es bien. It's a little numb. I don't know how to say numb in Spanish, but I'm good gamer. Thank you for asking that. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's a Neopet? Gallo, I'm gonna heck you up. But look, listen, we got this. So Neopets wasn't like a virtual pet simulator, but it wasn't again like a Tamagotchi or anything like that. You did take care of pets, but it was more just like for funs and games in a community with some forums and some really fun activities. I remember reading like the newspaper that they had and doing the what do you call it, the beauty contest. And the beauty contest in that game was basically you drew fan art of your Neopet and you get a little trophy. So it's actually really nice. Again, one day I would really like to, like, maybe, who knows, go back and be like, oh my gosh, I really want to see my Neopets account, but I don't think I can even log in right now. And my old account username's a little but my Neopets were cute at least. I wonder if I can find them. I wonder if I could be a weirdo and be like, hey, LMAO, show me my Neopets. Let's see. No, I don't think that's something you could just casually do, to be like, yeah, let me just look up my account on with no account. But that'll be a later issue for sure. Gala says before my time, brother, please. Every time you say something like that, I die a little inside. But no, it's okay. No dying inside. This is kind of more of a nostalgic trip for me, honestly. We even getting into this whole conversation with it yesterday was just so nice because I was really addicted to Neopets. I think again my two big phases when I was a baby was like Neopets and like Maple Story, and to know that Maple Story has like a slight revive, and now with the what was it, 20th anniversary of Maple Story and then getting the classic mode back, Cubs, I hope, you know, Maple Story is a free-to-play game, but I hope that maybe Point Left Right Emoji, that you will, you know, have the opportunity to, well, you know, join, and maybe we could have a guild together. Yeah. Well, hi gamer! You woke up in time. Good morning! Neopets and Maple Story talk, please. I hear him in my mind. I hear him in my mind too. Maple Story! Yeah, I'm like a 1-to-1 to it, you know? Anyway. But what was I gonna say? Guy Online next? Yeah. I think those are like the main three things I can remember. Neopets, I'm not showing you Cosmo Gaia. I'm sorry. You cannot pay me at this point to look at my Gaia. Not that I was cringe, but I might have been. So I'll show you my avatar because I remember my Gaia login. I think I logged into it not recently, but like recently enough for me to remember my login and probably have it saved on my Google password stuff. So smile face emoji. I can show you how cool I was. And you know what? Honestly, my Gaia Online days, let me see if I can log into that. And not to keep procrastinating on this tier list, which I have to, I guess, explain in just a moment. But have you saw my repo character? I guess I should pull up the picture for that. Hold on. Uh-oh. The password didn't autosave. Oh, never mind. We're good. Hold on. Let me do this. And also let me pick up my repo character. Twitter. But Gaia Online was also really good for me because I actually really liked designing. I didn't really grow up on like playing like a lot of doll maker games, but obviously they were kind of popular at the time. And Gaia Online with this website more particular called like a Tech really helped me relive all that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I could dress up my character, but I don't have to invest in anything. Yay! But for Gaia, it was really cool when you did a Tech because it will have the items and you would be like, okay, this is how much money I need to buy this item. And you know, back then the market for Gaia Online items weren't like absolutely hacked. So let's see. So this is my Gaia Online character. It's so tiny. I'm so sorry. Hi Conan. Hi, welcome. Aren't I so fashionable? You could really tell the hipster vibes were radiating. But I was like, oh my goodness. And then my repo character. They're like the same. But I don't know. There was something about always being like a little, and I guess maybe the word is eclectic. Or maybe that's not even the right word. But there's definitely a similarity. Maybe I really like pink for some reason. I promise they're purple. Is it eclectic? Yeah. Is that the right word? Let me see if I'm even saying it right. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Hey, it's the right word at least. I have no idea if I'm saying it right. Eclectic, maybe. Describes something composed of diverse elements, styles, or ideas often selected from various sources. It suggests a mix that is not limited to one particular style or system. In essence, it indicates a wide range and a varied collection or approach. So yeah, that's me. You would grind for an outfit? Brother. Thank you. You look so powerful. Thank you. I was so fashionista. Every single Gaia character I've seen has been so overdressed. If it helps, I think my character is actually underdressed. I think the scarf really carries, but otherwise, I don't think there's anything else underneath. So technically... Anyway. The technical term for cluster heck. No, it's not. Avon says they pop like they're gift wrapped. Huh? Who? Lambi says HR wants you to find the difference from each photo. They're the same photo. they're the same. But yeah, they're quirky in their own regards. But I always was like strutting to do something a little bit different, which makes it really funny that I look at my own VTuber design and how I'm like, what? You're telling me you're telling me that I stem from my own fashion choices and I ended up with like the most normal. Sure. I think it's funny to be a haha hacker online, you know, but I guess when you're presenting yourself in person, it's a different thing. So I like a more calm, neutral, more socially acceptable fashion style, but my other fashion choices, at least online, would say otherwise. So boo. I don't think I can even come up with a wild outfit even if I wanted to, not because of any particular thing. It's just like, would I feel comfortable actually wearing that? Bleh. But yeah, you'll fit right into Harajuku. Thank you, gamer. Hold on. Yay. Tipanya, thank you, Kona, thank you, gamer. Thank you so much for the stream shake. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you again. Also, if I haven't already said it, I'm so sorry. My brain is so scattered. But thank you so much for the look and the check-in. Thank you. I hope you're doing super duper well. One strong win is over for modesty. There's something there. I'm too lazy to go into the inventory and be like, what did I have? Thinking emoji. Anyway, gamers. So, let's go ahead and we will, hold on. Oh? I want to play different music. Does that sound... Is that silly? Let's see. Not that one. Anyway. I don't know if this is any better or worse, but I was like, oh. Sure. Anyway. So yeah, welcome to Neopets tier list. Basically, here, as I mentioned earlier, I am not one to heck on anyone's choice in Neopets. Similar to Pokemon, there's a Neopet for everyone out there. So I will never be like, yeah, this guy is like F tier. But I did have some absolute bangers and like favorites out there, so you'll have to forgive me if I show a little bit of favoritism. Lenny is F tier, brother. You leave Lenny alone. Lenny is okay. I not my favorite, but Mommy gonna shy. Hi, welcome. Hello, gamer. Hello. I hope you're doing super duper well. Welcome on in. Welcome. I vaguely remember some of their names, but give me one moment as well. Because you cubs can't see my cursor. I'm so fickle with the music. Anyway. So Akaras! Wait, there you go. There's my mouse. Akaras! I actually did like them. But I never owned one. So in a nice safe to like start this off, I would say this is like a pretty safe like Neopet. Like I don't think there's anything outwardly wrong. And to be honest, I think they got some really good paintbrush skins. Like there's some really pretty ones. I wonder if we could look that up too. Let's see. Akara paintbrush colors Neopets. Jelly Neo. Oh brother. Oh brother. Are we gonna actually do this? Let's see. You should from Neo. That's crazy that we just have this. What the 8-bit? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me. Oh, sorry, that cuts out the other one. That's so funny. The baby one, I was like, oh, this is so cute. What's everybody? Hi, welcome. There are amazing resources. Honestly, the game was like really seriously well beloved. I'm so glad that they still stand like the test of time, basically. Let me go. Hi, gamer though. Welcome on in. Welcome. That's what you get for accidentally hating frogs. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, the names are a little to me, so my bad. But we're good. Oh goodness. Oh, and I forgot there's wearables too. You could just put like clothes on your Neopets. That's very quirky. Rank all the paintbrush variants? I couldn't. But for some reason in my brain, I was like, Akari's had some pretty good like colors. I think the fairy one was pretty popular. The gray one was very popular. The gray paintbrush and the fairy ones were also my favorites, so I'm not gonna lie. Invisible, I hated it. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Every time I got like an invisible library, I was like, okay, I hate myself, but that's fine. That's my luck. Oh, mosaic. That's a new brush. Look at that. The year 2024? They're wild for that. Mutant, obviously this is beyond my time. Oil paint? How cute. This is so cute that they brought back like new variations. The pirate one was cute. Oh, the plushie ones were cute. I think for the longest time, I wanted a plushie something, but I can't remember. On the top of my head, I'm thinking like maybe a plushie Drake. Maybe one of those. Those were like very high in demand, but it's not that I don't care for dragons, but that wasn't like my fixation when I was like 1 year old, or, you know. Yeah, so cute, so cute. They got the royal boy and royal girl Akara. Shadow. The sketch ones were also really cute to me. I'm like, oh. The plushie Chambi was a goal. I have to see plushie Chambi. They're so cute. The split one I think was also very popular for Akara only. Steampunk again is beyond my means. Striped was also really cute. Sorry, now I'm just like, I think that they had like a really decent Wraith. Look how cool that is. 2014, brother. I think these are all redraws made for wearables. Oh no, 100%, because some of these are like, huh? What? Look at this transparent one though. Wait, can I click it? Wow, so cool. Are you playing again? BRB creating an account right now. I want to log into my old account, but I don't have the password. I might go back. There's nothing wrong with it, but I guess there's like really no games to play, because I was saying this yesterday, but I watched the video of Doug play the game, and what had happened was a lot of the games are down because they were flash based. So ooh, Wraithwood made me play, brother. Time to get back on. We're all okay. So we're all doing Maple Story, and we're all doing Neopets. Got it. You don't remember Transparent? No, this is again beyond my time. So I'm like, oh, 2017, that's crazy, but so cool. If you have their doxing info, I'd love to add. Yeah, I'm probably gonna create a login, a new login, so don't worry. Even my old account doesn't have any doxing information. I'm not gonna lie, Cubs. The paranoia that my mom and Bearcat had instilled in me at a young age obviously made me not prone to put public information out there. But still. Anyway, Aisha's are actually really cool, but they're not my favorites. I always thought like this was basically like the mascot of Neopets, pretty much. I don't know why, but they're so cool. Let me check something really quick. Sorry, I'm just scared if I type something. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so scared that it will like auto lock or something for some reason. Oh, but we can just go down the list. Oh, okay. Easy. They had some really cool ones too. The older account does better in the food club? Huh? What's the food club? See, it's 25th anniversary Aisha. See, look. Look. Basically the mascot. I thought the baby form was so cute. I've never heard of burlap before. The alien one was also popular. Ah. So cute. I love. Your mom was already ahead of her time on this issue? Yeah, but then my mom will say stuff that I'm like, oh, Mama Bearcat. I think I had a Darrigan? A Darrigan. Oh my gosh, how nostalgic. Oh my gosh, I think I had owned one for a little while, and then I had transferred it over to a different account because I'm like, these are not my vibes anymore, but I still love you. Elderly boy and elderly girl. Interesting. The disco one was very fun, very popular. Oh my goodness. Never heard of Event Tide before. The fairy was also popular, even though I don't think the design was strong or anything like that, but I mean, they were all like this lighter color with wings, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I like the ghost one. The gray one! I always love the gray ones. I like which one do I like the gray one most of? The lion one, was it the Yorble? Oh gosh, the names are escaping me, sorry. But yeah, 2001 paintbrushes are a little basic, but they're the classic. So good. Marble? Interesting. Mutant? Oh, I remember that one vaguely. It's so quirky. So quirky. The pyro one, the plushie one was also cute. Sorry, again, I see my favorite paintbrush, I just go to it immediately. Oh, and I remember the royal girl. How cute! How cute, 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 cute. Oh my goodness. So yeah, again, really, really cool Neopet. Just not my favorite. Is that Witch Hat? I need to read the series. I want to read the series so bad, but maybe I'll just read it today. This is it. This is it. Luna said the elderly girl is smiling, the elderly guy is not. What did they mean by that, chat? I don't know. I guess we're gonna go back because the wraith designs are so cool. Ah, so cool. Anyway, Bloomerfoo? Is that the name? Will I click this and it won't dox me? Let's see. Yeah, Bloomeroo. Listen, Bloomeroos are fine. They're not my favorite. But I'm sure I'm gonna go through it quickly because I'm a little biased. But I don't really care. The colors for the fairy were much nicer though. I first S-. I don't think their design is bad. I just don't care. Relic, hello? But like, are you guys feeling anything looking at this guy? If you are, I'm sorry. Yeah, even the paintbrush designs are not like really selling me, but the transparent ones are always gonna win me over slightly because I like looking at the bones. Not a fan of the nose? Brother, the guy can't help it. Some of these Neopets are old enough to vote. Please don't say that. Ever. Bloomeroo kind of gives me gas station dude vibes. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that it's bad. Boris? Is that their name? This one, I can go already in the S. This one I had really liked because... Or Bori. Did they take out the S? Was it always Bori? Whatever. Anyway, this guy is shaped like a friend. And I like friends. I like the Christmas design. So cute. The disco one was cute, but I also kind of like the disco brush. I liked the fairy design when I was younger, but now I'm looking at it and I don't really care that much for it. That wouldn't be my go-to. I love my grays. I love my grays. The marine one is not that great though. Sorry, but maybe I'm also a little bit biased. The mutant one's really cool. The pyro one's cool. The plushie one's cool. I also really like the purple one for some reason. We got the woodland one. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Oh, look at the toy one. How cute. Oh, look at him. I really like the brown. I really like the more neutral tones on him. And, well, purple, of course. But I think this design is so solid. And there's no, like, what do you call it? A paintbrush look that I absolutely hate. Now, is the steampunk a little overboard? Slightly, but yeah, it's the style. It's fine. Does plushie ever look bad? It doesn't. Let's be honest. It really doesn't. All right, who's our next one? Bruce. That's his name, Bruce. You can't go wrong with penguins. I just don't care for penguins. I was never a penguin girly. I think they're cute. I'll see them like in the wild, not in the wild. Where am I, Antarctica? But you see them in the zoos and be like, oh, but I was never like, I need to collect penguin plushies. I have a penguin face, this and that. This is not an S-, but this is like border. It's like a border line for me of like, sure, penguin. Sure, But you know what? Maybe. But no, I wouldn't be mad if I had him. But maybe it does go S-. Sometimes people, what they do is that they actually kind of rank it from here. So they'll switch it up. So I'm like, okay, he's like a strong middle in between. It's a very safe choice, but I don't like care. Buzz, on the other hand, Robo, you have to forgive me. I had a very high aversion to insects, so even though I think the Buzz is cool now, I didn't like Buzz when I was growing up because I'm like, that's like a wasp. I don't like that. Did you see the penguin with a cardboard waifu? Yeah, I did see them. They're super duper cute. I think their name was like Grape or something, right? Yeah? Somewhere Eros, the penguin VTuber, is devastated. Ugh. I'll move him up. But yeah, I think the Buzz has some really cool designs. I know the mutant one stood out to me the most. But otherwise, I was too scared. Oh wow, look at this one. Hold on, I have to click this one. Wow. Look at him go. He looks like some guy from Doom. Me never playing the game. Chad Shin though? Wow. Baby Buzz is so funny. So cute. Let me show you Baby Buzz. Baby Buzz is saving you. I'm not looking at Chia. I'll look at the paintbrushes, but I'm not. I don't care for Chia. I think the fruit things were very, you know, cool and quirky. I didn't care for the design. I'm so sorry. I hated fruit when I was a kid or something, but it's definitely like the weakest one. Like, you're telling me you like this guy? Sure, let me not judge. You like what you like, and if you know what you like, great. All I know is hate. You like this potato? But yeah, even the royal ones aren't like that great. She has a year 1 design for real? For real. They're like, can we draw a guy? But wait, don't draw a guy. Draw something more pet-like. All I know is hate is so sad. Chompy! The baby Chompy. I remember baby Chompy. Again, I don't have a dinosaur dragon phase, unfortunately. Like, I think they're cool, and I really like the color palette for the fairy. That's what I can remember. The gray one was fine. I have to look at the plush one because I don't remember. Look at this guy! Look at Mutant, brother! They're like, hey, we got a new artist? Who is this man? Why did they all give him like Chachins? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Origami, how cute. Oh yes, the plushie one. You're so cute. Unfortunately, again, no. Stealthy? Wow, so cool. So ninja. Okay, anyway, sorry. But these designs are really cool. Unfortunately, I just don't like them. I just don't like them. Side bunnies I like though. Sorry. And drakes I also like. Sorry. Elephant? It's okay. Eries? I also like. I'm gonna check them out in a moment. Dolphins? They're fine. Jailbirds? I don't know if they're my favorite. Oh, sorry, not dolphin. Flofin? Oh my gosh, we'll see in a moment. I actually really like jailbirds. I want to put it on my S because I never owned one for some reason. I stood away from that Neopet for some reason. Cubs. I know this is gonna sound awful. You're gonna hate me. I like Norbu. I like this Neopet. I have one. I know I actively have one in my inventory for some reason. So let's look at some of the designs really quick. I respect you repping the weird one. I think it's just all in my hipster nature to be like, okay. But the side bunnies, you can't go wrong. I'm gonna just quickly scroll through because I'm like, oh gosh, time is something. But the Theragon, the one on the left, so cool. The sub count is crashing. To each their own. I don't know. I think again, I was like a hipster as a 1-year-old, and I said no one's gonna love this Neopet like I'll love him, and so I decided to keep him. Dragon has the hecking eyebrows. They do, you know, and I don't blame them. But Side Bunny is so cute to me. I'm sorry, you can't go wrong with this design either. It's very, really solid, just like the Bori, you know? Drakes? Also, you cannot go wrong with this. Very solid design. Not my favorite because again, I didn't get into a dragon face, but I think dragons are cool. But I wasn't like in love with any of their paintbrush ones except their gray one. I think I was really like, I really like the gray one. You see? Look how like pleading emoji he is. You love Flotsam? And this one was also really cool. Listen, I'm a little bit biased towards marine creatures in a bad way, with the exception of this Drake, or Drac, because I don't know how to swim. The mutant one was so cool too. I forgot. Wow. You know what? Maybe Drac has to be placed a little bit higher. I forgot there were some cool designs. I thought the royal ones were okay. I just didn't like the hair. I didn't like the bob, and I love a bob, but sorry. The strawberry one, actually, I think that's beyond my time. Whoops. Whoops. But yeah, there's some really cool designs. The mutant one definitely carries. Who else did we get to? I think we got to Gelbert. Oh, the elephant one. Elephant. Sorry, elephant. Sorry, slow scroll. The mutant one's cool. But otherwise, it's an elephant. Sorry to my elephant lovers out there, but I don't care for the design that much. Sorry. Eri? This is the bird one. I actually really like this. I like a griffin. I like the design, and again, cannot get over any of the Daragon versions of this. I don't really like their paintbrushes though. There's nothing that like really stands out to me, unfortunately. You don't recognize so many of these variants? Some of these are really like new. Like you're telling me this was 2019 and this is 2007? Like I don't know if I was playing then, to be honest. But yeah, none of these paintbrushes are like standing out to me. The woodland one is actually really cute though. I can dig it. But otherwise, eh. Jeller! Again, I was a doggy girly back then. I was like, I love dogs. I love dogs. Now I grew up to be more of a cat person, and I'm like, cats just kind of fit more in my personality actually. But the baby one's so cute. I think there's a lot of cute brushes for this guy. But never owned one. I think I only stuck around with Neopets for a year or so that might be it. No! That's fair. I got really into it because I ended up joining a guild. Honestly, Cubs, the last time I got to Neopets is whenever Madoka Magica came out, and it's like, Tippa, why does that matter? So I think I was looking for a community again, because I don't know what happened, but I was like, I think it'd be really fun to like join Neopets again and see if there's like people like around my age who are just like, yeah, just for nostalgic sake, and join back in a guild in a little community. And my guild leader at the time was like, have you heard of Madoka Magica? And I said no. And they're like, it's a series that just came out, do you want to watch it? And we ended up watching it together. I said, this is so great, thank you so much for like introducing me to the series, because then it ended up becoming like my favorite anime ever. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cubs, you have to forgive me. The Norbus are my favorite because I own one, so I'm a little biased, but I have the blue one. I don't think I've ever changed the paint colors because I don't think the paintbrush colors for a Norbu are that great. But I really like him. I don't know why. And I think it's just very easy to like what is the word that we used yesterday? It was not Nekomimi. Jinka? Jinka. It's Jinkafy. But there's some really quirky designs. Like, look at the mutant one. How cute. You're telling me this is not a lovable guy right here? So lovable. What a cool mutant design, you know? And then I like the plushie one as well. The Jinka. Yeah! So it's just very easy. And I think I maybe sold more of my character as more of like a rabbit than this person here. But do I have MS Paint here? MS Paint. For the blue Norbu, I think I would draw my character like this. like this. I'm trying to remember how I used to draw. You have to forgive me. The Norbos have... Oh yeah, and I think I would just draw like this. And that was like the fluffy. And that was my character, but for some reason I think they had like a red t-shirt. And I would do like the blue stripes. If I find old art, I'll let you guys know, but this is probably how I used to draw my character. And there's just something about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, so cute, so kawaii, so cute. let me fill in the gaps of something, even if it's the wrong like style or wrong color. It's fine. I'm not dedicated enough. But yeah, I would draw my character probably like that. So teehee. Alright. Anyway. Forgive me. What is this one? Growl? It's the dinosaur. I don't care for the dinosaur. My brain's like Gerudo. I'm like, what is that? Hold on. No, Gun. How do you say that guy's name? Grundo? Gosh darn it. Anyway, slow pan for the dinosaur just to say, woo! We see a dinosaur. The fairy design was actually like I really had like the colors. How do you wait? How did I remember that? I can't even spell electric. You're so good. The name just stood with you. Rah! Respects to the naming system, though, you know. I thought the royal was very cute, but nothing again. I wouldn't own this Neopet. Sorry. The stealthy designs are so cool, though. I'm happy that they went with something like this. And the Wraith one is really cool. We can't be mad at evil-looking lizard. Yeah, this is for dino lovers only, and I was a hater. No, I'm just kidding. This guy, I liked his Christmas design. I like that he could just be naked, but it's not naked anymore because he has a jacket. Anyway, the fairy one was also cool, but I didn't have an alien phase either. I don't know what phase I had, but I had only liked newer Neopets for some reason. Bogo's minted! Oh my gosh, look! The marshmallow one! And hi Fouls, hi gamer, welcome! Galmer! Whoa, look, is that a Star Wars reference? Let's go! Hi Fouls, hi gamer, welcome on in, welcome! I'll give you a shout out, I hope you're doing super duper well. But yeah. Cool paintbrushes. The fairy one definitely takes the cake for me. The toy one's really cute too, like a nice reference of, well, Alien, Space Adventure, maybe even a little Toy Story, you know? But, Oh, this guy I liked. It's like 3 letters, right? No, the next one is 3 letters. This is a hissy! I like the baby hissy! I don't know, maybe I was just biased, even though, again, no dinos, no reptiles. Excuse me, I thought the design was so cool, but I might be biased. Anything that had wings when I was a baby was like the coolest thing. Really did like the fairy design for this one. And I thought there was some really cool variety, but... And the ice one, oh wow, because remember there was the ice snake in the visual where you try to like take their treasure or something, but if it woke up it would like kill you, but they won't actually kill you because it's a kid's game? Wow, this guy is so transparent that he, or pastel that he's transparent. Oh my goodness. The purple one is also really pretty, but I might be biased. Again, I think the purple just like looks so good on them. Like it looks so like rich. Not like money-wise, but it really brings out their features. But yeah, cool character, cool Wraith design too. I can respect it. Xyz! I actually can't remember if I guess if I'm unsure, I should just put an S here, right? But I think Xyz had some cool designs here. Let me look at the paintbrush styles. And if that changes my mind, great. And if it doesn't change my mind, then ooh. But I really like them. I remember it, but I don't think I have one active in my inventory, you know? But I thought they were really cool. Maybe I had a thing back then for mythical creatures, which is actually really funny because definitely don't know anything like mythical at all. Tip likes the most pet-shaped Neopets? Basically, apparently. But there's something about this design that I really liked, but I don't think I had owned one. Sorry. The race design's still really cool, and I love George Washington. Alright, Jetsam? Sorry. Juju, we're not bothering. How can you hate and I don't even remember the name, the K one. Cat, oh, it's a Kachik, yeah. I'm like, you can't hate Kachik. Kachik was so cute. Also another haha mascot of what do you call it, Neopets. But there was just something so friend-shaped about him that, except this guy's not friend-shaped. We got cats at home? No, but we don't have this guy. But yeah, I think I didn't have a Winnie the Pooh phase either. Not that this is all influencing my like tastes and stuff, but I guess he's like really Winnie the Pooh coded, and there's just something so cute about him. I'm like, oh please. Don't think he's in my active like inventory, main inventory, but I would be so happy to have one just for nostalgic sake. I'm like, oh, you're so cool. So cool. Hehe. Cows are fine. This guy is fine. Kois are fine. I like the bats. Sorry, I realize I'm like, oh wait, cause I have to actually skedaddle a little bit. So we have to speed through some of these. But you know what we won't speed through? Cool grass! A lot of pets, I know. So I'm like, wow, but no, Cobras are my, and I hope that's their name. They're my favorite. Let's see. I thought oh my gosh, I wanted the baby brush for my Cobra for so long. I thought this was so cute. I am weak to little big baby eyes, little baby but big eyes. I love. I think I had the Christmas design for a long time for some reason. I really just like the shawl and the hat. Oh, so cute. You cannot go wrong. I feel like maybe the elderly ones you could go wrong, but they're still to theme. I would not be the happiest camper having this one as my paintbrush, but I can respect that they did it, I think. But the desert one, I think I can like flip through these a lot because I had really liked them. The Dargan one is really, really cool. The elder designs are wild. It's just a little too wrinkly. The Halloween in gray, so cute, so cute. The mutant one was also really cute to me for some reason. I like the pirate, the plushie, the purple, the red, the royal. Again, this might have to be moved up in the list. But maybe it's just a safe pick, you know, like, oh, tiger, wow, cool. What is this guy's name? A croc? Right? Maybe? Curious? Lenny? Lenny can get the last slot just for Yuval, okay? I liked loops. I like loops. I think loops also had a really cool thing. But let's look at Lenny's. Just for Volt. You're telling me you hate this guy? This baby? But yeah, I didn't really care for the silhouette or the design. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I just wasn't a big fan of the hair. Not that I think he would have been better bald either, but I'm like, oh, this guy does look like a Lenny. Whatever that means, you know? But the mutant one definitely carried. I think if I had to own a Lenny, it would have to be this one. I think this is so cool. But yeah, the hair is so bad. I'm so sorry. Cool if you like birds, flamingos, or any guy named Lenny. Name and hair so bad together. Yeah. Again, not my least favorite, but it'll get the last slot for you, okay? But the raid form, they tried to make up with it. Ooh, so cool. Wow. But yeah, that's Lenny. But the loops, I like them, but like the baby loop. Oh, I remember. Again, tiny little potty, big eyes, so cute. Baby brushes were so expensive back in the day. I need to understand how to get Neopoints now. But there again, of course, the fairy one, the fire one actually really was like so cool to me. Even if it's really Guy Fury or Guy Fury coded, I'm like, wow, it's so cool. The flames mean that they go fast. The Halloween one was very cool because, you know, we love werewolves. Like, I guess can't go wrong with the gray one. Might go wrong with the manatee, but you know what? I'm not a hater. The mutant one was really cool because I really liked the skull design. Like, I thought Cubone as a Pokemon was really cool, so for them to kind of carry something a little bit similar over into Neopets, I was like, okay, alright! The pirate one was really cute because I liked the bandana and the little, like, blouse. How nice, how flowy. The royal ones were also really cool. They're I like them. I think this guy, or Loop in general, has, like, really solid paintbrush designs, so I cannot be a hater, but I definitely didn't own one, so... Brother, where's... Oh, I got scared. I'm like, did they amputate his leg? Like, what happened here? Oh, he's fine. He's okay. He gets there. Oh, I don't remember this guy's name, but I like him. I like him a little bit more, but I don't remember his name. Lou. I think it's also Lou, right? Lutari, yeah! Yeah! I think I owned one for a little bit, but again, this is like if you had an otter face, and again, any aquatic animal, I'm like, But this was definitely one of the newer Neopets that were added, but the design was so cool. I'm sure that a lot of people who like absolutely adored and loved this Neopet, like, oh my gosh, look at this mutant. Everyone that adored it had like probably such a fun time drawing this guy because there's a lot of fun details to draw about him. First, an otter, and second, that tail. So cute. The plushie form is a little weak though. I don't know why they made him look spicy. But the pirate is very strong, you know? I can imagine this Neopet with the loop one, the wolf one that we just looked at, would be a very, very strong duo. Yeah. The royal one is very cute too. Spotted is very cute. Oh my gosh, this was just added last year. Okay, pop off, Neopets. Cute. But I like them. Meerkats. Okay, I like meerkats. They're almost here. Debating a little bit. I don't know, but there's something about their face. Okay, sorry, hold on. Meerkat, that's what they're named. I don't know, there's just something so suspicious about their face. I definitely never owned one, but I think also I kind of warmed up to the idea of like these big long tails. Because you know how cute it would be to like draw a guy? Hold on. You just draw a guy who's like friend-shaped. And draw him like that, you know? How cute. One of the best minigames? Yeah! So they get a little bit of a pass here, but I don't think I would ever like own one of them, you know? But they're cute. I feel bad because Zeph was like, I like these. So I'm like, oh no, this is why we do an S-. But they'll be high up there. I don't care for the boar. I don't really care for the monkey either. I'm such a hater. Sorry. I have like a small like little story where my nephew, because you cubs, some of you cubs may be like, what do you call it? Vaguely familiar, but some of my nephews are older than me or the same age as me because of wacky family business. Thanks, Mom, for having a kid at the age of so-and-so. But, me, thanks for having me, I guess. But, my nephews used to play these games with me as well, and I got them into Neopets, and one of my nephews was really obsessed with monkeys. Literally, I think his username, which I could like dox, it was like Monkey Man, insert numbers here, and I'm like, that is insane. So to see it is actually kind of nostalgic to make me like think of him, but I'm like, oh. But I'm not a big fan of monkeys. Not that if I see a monkey in the wall, I'll be like, oh, but I never had that face either. Sorry. But that's just a Yakapoo of the Trip World fame. Huh? I'm not as familiar. Let me see. What the heck is a Yakapoo? Oh, okay, I get it. I understand. Yeah, but they're missing the tail. They're missing the cute long tail. Their tail's a little bit longer, but it's not quite there yet. So anyway, Nemo. This is his name, right? Nemo. I don't like frogs. I don't like amphibious creatures, but it can go. Here. You don't know any of these creatures? It's okay. I actually owned an Ogren. Don't judge. For some reason, and I'll show you the paint for this one. I really wanted a baby Ogren, but I really liked its orange or yellow self. And again, I think it was just a hipster in me that's like, yeah, get this Neopet. You're gonna love them. And so they're only my favorites because I own them. So maybe I should have a category of I bias because I own them. Adro. Bias because I own them. So there you go. Maybe there could be a little category. Smile face emoji. But I thought this guy also had a really decent. I think I had the island one. I think that was my main one because I really had liked the look. Because it was also very fun to like draw when you're a kid. I think I used to draw them like this. Kid you not again. Same thing. Again, don't tell me where I learned to draw eyes from. But I thought it was always so fun to do the like little like antennas that they have basically. I might need to diversify my art skills as a kid, but I don't know. There's just something about it that I'm like, oh my gosh, so cute. And that this Ogre and that Norbu, that llama guy that you saw in my little two here, because they were in my same like profile at the time, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're sisters. But I think I was a little bit biased because how do you say it? They came out around the same time, I think. I think I double checked the release date, but I'm pretty sure they came out around a similar time. So teehee, haha, oh. Alright. You come back and you see a lot of low tier Neopets, sorry. I wouldn't be mad if I had them. I just, you know. Very adorable, thank you. But hi, Double, I'm sorry. But here, let me put one more on the list. I don't care for a Pegasus. And I'm pretty sure that's what their name... Oh, we didn't even finish this list. I'm so sorry. Speckle's so cute. It's really new. Oh, and look, they have a royal edition? How cute! Wow! Oh, whoa, standing. And anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and politely BRB, which means be right back. We're gonna use this time because the 3-minute ad break is gonna play to stand up and stretch, hydrate, and eat and drink something super duper yummy. I also have the speed run, remember? So we'll probably finish this up in the next 20-30 minutes, hopefully, and life will be so good because I have to take a piece of the vet. So the MLP to Equestrian Girl pipeline, this is so real. Hits for days? That's crazy. You just stand up and you have that? No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. the design is really cool, but to see them standing, it's like the people who complain about the Pokemon who go from quadruped to bipedal, and they're like, stop making my Pokemon stand! I want to keep... Oh, I had a yellow one for a while. I want to only treat them as pets, not a human being! Anyway, that'll bring me to a thought for later, but I'll bring that thought and I won't get interrupted by this 3-minute ad break, so let me politely BRB, which means right back. You cubs won't be missing a thing because I will also be gone, so see you in a little bit. Bye, gamers. Be right back. Alright, thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and continue on with our task list. Sorry, where are we? We're throwing back to the Pomodoro streams. No, sorry. Let's go ahead and continue with our tier list of Neopets. Welcome on in to anyone who came on in. Also during the 3-minute ad break, I have a deadline of the next 15 to 30 minutes, so let's get it. But thank you so much for the welcome back. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Double, thank you, Lil, thank you, Robo. So here's like the list that I have so far. I was looking and I'm like, maybe I wrote off this guy too soon. The Pegasus one? Peelfin? Because I'm like looking and I was like, oh yeah, the baby. But look, can I show you, Cups? The Darien, of course. Look how stylish the elderly like fashion is. You're telling me this is elder? Like, brother, this is gorgeous. You know what I mean? It's so cute. Yeah, they have some liver spots, but I mean, who doesn't, you know? I love that grandma. And I forgot how cute the fairy was. So you know what? I'm still a hater though. That's very unfortunate. I'm still unfortunately a hater. But really, really cool designs. Just not into horses or aquatic things. So whamp whamp. They aren't super popular? Yeah, sorry. But you know what is super popular, kind of? Poogles! But I actually don't like Poogles. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's something, you know how I was like, oh, small body, big beady eyes! Yeah, this is big eyes on normal size in the visual. I didn't like the eyes at all. So I'm like, ooh. Don't get me wrong, the gray one's also like really popular. And the MSP Poogle? Really love that. But otherwise, I don't care for the design. Neopets is a throwback. It is. Hi, gamer. Welcome on in. Welcome. Wait, hi. Welcome. Yeah, we're doing a little tier list right now because it's short stream today. Haha. So it's like, what can we do? I didn't want to get too invested in gaming, but I love gaming. But I also love yapping. So best of both worlds. But yeah, Poogles. I'm sure. Oh, look at the toy Poogle. So cute. Not cute, but nostalgic. And the rape one is really cool, but sorry, part of me is like, do I order these actually? And what I hate to have? I don't think the Pegasus one is that bad. Sorry, hold on. There you go, I think. The rearranging's killing you. Why is it killing you? It's fine. Do you really want Chia that bad? It's fine. It's okay. But I probably have a Bruce over a Meerkat. You know? You know what, Meerkat? You're going by the Poogle. And Chompy? Here. And you know what? The elephant? You're going here. And this guy, actually, you're going up here. Uh-huh. Yep. Actually, you know, but really. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. These are like the same. You know, but you know, they have to go together. There you go. The red dragon's your boy, the coolest one? Uh-oh. This one? Or this one? You haven't ranked him yet? Okay, I was like, oh, him! What's? Scorchio? Forgive me. But, Frog goes with Frog. Or sorry, this is more of a Toad. But somehow it's actually less. This was like a Quiggle, right? I will have to look at it in a moment. This guy, I don't remember his name. He has a cool design, but... Hold on. Sorry, now I'm like skipping order. You have to forgive me. You have to forgive me as we politely get back into it, I'm sure, at one point. Hold on. So. So, Poogles, they're cool, right? Let's see. I don't really care about the Petrie. Look at the baby one, though. It's an egg. The designs were cool. But, like, the design is not that, like, crazy to me, you know? Well, it says you need one of those Oshi list generators for Neopets. I think I need to. Yeah? Yeah. The Quiggles look better to me before the redraw. They really scream, like, Mr. Toad vibes, which I can't be mad about it. But, yeah. The game was good. The shooter game? Great. These designs though, again, they're not hitting it to me. So sorry. Let's see what else. The Quiggles? I think this guy had like a gentleman outfit. I don't remember where it was, but we'll look at it. But yeah, I don't really like it. The same thing with like the eyes. Like, don't get me wrong. Sure, that's how I would also draw a frog, but I wouldn't be happy. So, the mutant one was cool. But otherwise, I'm not for it. I'm so sorry. I don't like slimy things like that. The Ameriquoin? Wait, did I miss it? You would think this is an AB. Oh! Ah! Looking at him like triggers like the tryphobia on my brain. My brain is like tingling looking at him. The back of my head, I'm like... He's so bumpy! Deep fried. Brother, that is hilarious. But like, what? So bumpy. Oh, look, the Quiggle girl. Oh my gosh. She's just like me for real, for real. Yeah, this was... Wait. Where's the other one? This person. This guy. This girl. I was like, this was supposed to be like, what do you call it? Counteracting this one. This one had some really cool designs, but I don't even remember the name. So we got the princess stuff. Again, some haha designs, but nothing I would be like, yeah, boy, you know? So seen? No, it's supposed to be like so pop girly, you know? Ruki is the name of that mantis creature, by the way. The baby one was so cute, but same thing. I just don't care for insects. Or I didn't when I was a kid. And now, obviously, it looks way cooler to me. I really like the silhouette a lot more. But I wouldn't be like going out of my way to get this Neopet. And I think that should be... Oh, but the relic one is so cool though. Look at that. Wow. But just to keep reiterating and rephrasing, the S- Neopets aren't like bad Neopets, you know? There's something for everyone. I just would not own one. I would not be waiting in line to get this Neopet. Cool though. Alright, Squishio, I like. This. Go with the rest of the dragons. For whatever reason, it's not that it's low or anything like that. And you see, maybe a little bias. Most things with wings, except Buzz. I'm so sorry. Kind of get my favor. But this guy, this Neopet, yeah, Squirchio. Right, cool. But basically, it's your friendly, like, baby dragon. I don't think there was any, like, particular designs I was, like, obsessed with. I think the design is solid, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't for my audience. It was for the cool gamers. And I was not a cool gamer. I was a... I don't know. The plushie one is pretty classic, though. This one? Very cute. But... And the red one, of course. But any other brush, I'm kind of like, nothing's really leaving like a super duper heavy impression. But solid design and silhouette. Yeah. But the pink brushes, I would probably keep it a base color, to be honest. Or babe. No, even the baby, it's like, it's okay if you're normal. I think having it just red default. Mwah. Chef kiss. And then who did we look at later? Or no, we didn't look at this person. But I'm trying to remember who this is. Oh! The other dragon! Okay. Hear me out. I did like this one a little bit more, even if it had one eye. And it's like, Tippa, it has two eyes. Yeah, no, in my baby brain, I'm like, oh, one-eye dragon, so cool. I think they're really cool, and I think I liked them when they were when I was younger. But now looking at them, I'm like, okay, okay, all right, okay, sure, whatever. They're cute. They are cute. I wouldn't be mad to have one, but again, not anything screaming at me. The steampunk one hurts my eyes a little bit, like the texture and the feathers. I'm like, oh. But yeah, sorry, gamers. Show you. You'll go here. Skeefs. Go with your dinosaur buddies. I knew it had 2 eyes because my friend had... Oh, my friend had the voice activated toy. It's like, whoa, 2 eyes. It's very cute. The thing is, when you're like a baby and you don't know how to necessarily draw quite yet, a lot of people who did fan art of this particular Neopet also drew it at the same angle. So I was like, oh, okay, guys. All right, lizards. You're going over here, buddy. Another dinosaur? You're going over here, buddy. This guy? You're going by Lenny. I hated your hair. I hated your hair so much. Sorry, and we can look at the colors now. Sorry, it's just like, oh my gosh, I need to get that out of the way. Skias are not bad designs. Like, but they're a Neopet that's not directed for me. But I like them, and I was a little bit biased for that area that they were in with the great omelet. So I'm like, they're cool. And you know what? They actually have some really cool like designs. Like, I'm not really mad at this the Mariquane one or the Mutant one, you know? The plushie one's also cute. But not for me. So sorry. Swamp gas? How did I miss swamp gas? Oh, whatever. It's like so Shrek coded. It's so funny. Techno was the lizard? Yeah, I'm sorry. Also not for me. And this is just so funny because every time I looked at him, I'm like, this was just a Geico lizard, but they didn't want to get in trouble. But I mean, I guess how else are you gonna draw like a lizard character, you know? But sorry. Sorry, anything kind of slimy, I'm kind of like, oh, but look at the toy Techno! I know I just said slimy. I'm like, oh, look at the slimy hand. Reference. How cute. Alright, let's go ahead and get back. So we had Techno. Tonu is the dinosaur one, which... also solid. Like, I really like the mane. It's really cute, but... I don't think any of the paintbrush designs or the design itself really, like, stood out to me. Sorry. But very cool. The royal one is really nice, and I like the shadow, but nothing to change my mind to get them into S+ tier. But look at like the hungry hippo looking thing. How cute! Oy. Haven't says OMG the great omelet. It's been so long since I heard that. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. We gotta get our great omelet. Tuscany? I'm so sorry. I just don't like your hair. And you're also aquatic. Elderly boy? So funny. You're so funny. You're so funny, brushes. But yeah, nothing crazy with this one either. Sorry, gamers. But you can still look at it and be like, whoa. I love looking and being slightly nostalgic and seeing cool new designs. But even the designs are pretty weak, so we'll go from there. I like the unicorn. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't. But maybe I don't. But I think this was like a fun design. It's like, Tippa, it's just a unicorn. I'm like, yeah, but wow, it goes with my whole mythical thing that I kind of like, you know? And I did like her. I don't know who this is. This one was also fine. This one, my favorite. I think their name was Zweetox? The cutoff to be mid is crazy. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I liked Yerbo and I like this. Bam! Bam! Here's our tier list. Sorry, it's like, Tippa, that was very sudden. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I want to look at their designs. I want to look at this guy's designs. I like Yerbos. I'm sorry. And this Pokemon, I'm so sorry. You put pet to anything and I'm like, Pokemon? Pokemon. But if I really had to choose and decide, I think this is pretty solid for me right now. They're Digimon? No, don't say that! I'm just so curious. Uso is what their name was. And I thought they were really cute, but they're like, I don't know how to describe this. I feel like they were so Barbie girl coded. if that's even the thing, you know? But I don't really care for their designs. So maybe I'll move it down. But I like them, you know what I mean? I wasn't crazy over them, but I was like, oh, they're so cute. Maybe I have to drop it. I know I went wild over the Royal Girl one for this one, and I thought they had another one that I was going crazy for, but I don't see it. Oh, and the Royal, yeah, there you go. See? You remember the frog one? This is because it's based off this one. And based off the doll. Hee. But yeah. This skunk is so cute. So cute, so cute. I don't know the name of this one, so I guess I'll just have to look. Let's see. Oh, yep, I definitely don't recognize this. Vandergar? Like Vandergar? Is this Pokemon? Smolchy, please, you're gonna make me start sobbing. Crying. The tears. Hi, gamer, though. Welcome on in. Welcome. What is this? Okay. If I show you this, maybe it's more familiar. This is Neopets. It was a very popular web browser pet game. I'm not gonna actually put an age to it. Early 2000s. How about that? Smile. And so, because I have to do a short stream today, I have to actually end in like the next 10 minutes. Ooh. We decided to do a tier list, and I vaguely remember these guys. And so I was just rating them based off the designs and how much I had actually liked them. This is a millennial game NFTs, except it had actual game involved. Hey. Actually, weren't they trying to turn Neopets or whoever owned it before into NFTs? It's actually insane now that I think about it. But you know, however people are trying to make their money. But yeah, it's Neopets! But this one is a very new Neopet. That's why I'm like, I was like, what is this? This one is beyond my time. But the designs are very cool. Like, you're telling me you wouldn't love this guy? Yeah. But, I don't... how would you rate this? Is it like a panda owl? Am I getting the vibes right? But definitely much newer. They even got owned by Scientology a few years back, and now they're independent. I want to say yes, independent. Let me show you my favorite one. Koala Owl actually sounds better. But yeah, this is my favorite. I like the Sweet Talk so much. I like the fire one, and I think that's what I had painted for a while. The fairy one was also really cute now that I see it. See? Look at that. The color scheme for the fairy one is so cute. But the fire one is definitely how I had mine painted, and it's still probably painted fire. The electric is cute. So cute. That's how you know they go fast. What the heck? What the heck is this? What did they do to my boy? Anyway, sorry. Magma, so cool! The pirate one was so cool because I don't know, there's something about like your smug energy. So cute, so handsome! The red one was also really cute. You know, I think this is my first time seeing the royal styles. Shadow was very popular back then. Let's see. Wow, look what they did with Stealthy. What the heck? It's a little overkill, but like I respect their attempt to appeal at weebs, you know? But I would have never recognized this as a Neopet ever. This is giving Zora vibes a little bit, yeah. I can see it. That's my favorite one. I actually really like a lot of the brushes for this one. That's why it's definitely a top contender. Maybe I like it a little bit more than Kogra's. I don't know. We'll keep it there. Who else did I not show? I guess I didn't show Yorbo and Safara is their name? I don't think you have to see the Yorbo one, sorry. Maybe you do actually. We might as well. We're at the end. Yorbo's, I think I really like the royal one. The Darrigan ones were really nice right here. Gosh, the elderly ones. They're so old. They're so cute though. The fire and fairy were cute. And we'll just go down the list slowly but surely. Look at the Halloween one. He wants your money. He's a little troll. The marine one looks more like a plushie, but you know, I'll forgive it. Oh no, maybe I don't like the royal one. I do. I like the theming. I think these are so cool, but I thought this was something else for some reason. Very, very cool design for them to be like, yeah, let's do this, you know? But it wasn't the ones I was imagining, so it's fine. We got a sponge brush, hello? But yeah. So I think they're safe, but they're cute. Again, very, very, very solid design. You can't go wrong with a lion. But Safaras were also really cute. I really enjoyed their silhouettes, and I wanted the Christmas one so bad because I love a cute angel theme. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for cute angelic stuff. Ooh. The fairy one also had like a really, really cute color palette, as you see with the purples and blues. Of course, I always love my gray ones, but we're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. The polka dot one hurts me a little bit, but that's fine. I'll move on. Oh, the royal ones. There you go. Sorry, I thought it was the lion ones. These ones are the ones that I liked. Not that I didn't like the Yoruba ones. But I don't know, there's something so cute about this one. I was like, oh, this is one of the cutest like royal and Neopet brushes for any of the Neopets actually. I think they did a really good job on the design back in 2004. Yeah, so cute. And with that, that is the only Neopet with a Z name to my understanding. And with that, we are officially done with reviewing all of it. There's no more. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is that I'm going to post this as soon as I get back from the vet. So I make my 4th post of the day. and we go from there, yeah? Yeah. But thank you everyone for joining me today for a Neopet pet tier list. I really appreciate it very, very, very much. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid. I had some tabs open. I don't know. Oh, Ichi raided this person. Okay, I'm like, I had Ichi open. I had so many other people open. They raided out while I was gone? Brother, a lot changes so much in like a few minutes. Thank you for your hard work, Tippa. We'll now put all the S- in the incinerator. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. please don't do that. Oh my goodness, gamer. But thank you so much for humoring me, and thank you guys for choosing this. This was really good and well timed, so I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and do a small poll. Let me see. So for the people I do have available, let's see. Probably won't raid into this person. We have someone who's doing some art, and they're doing like a little partner push. I think they're actually really cute. Part of me is like, actually, maybe this is the person we raid into. But I do want you cubs to know that Spiral is streaming. Please support Spaghetti. I would raid into him if I didn't see this other individual who I actually don't think I usually catch. And they're doing a little partner push, so hopefully with our numbers combined, basically we can help them reach their goal. Also, they're pretty cute. I think you guys will really like them. They do a lot of art, and they're actually drawing one of my mutuals, point left, point right emoji. So we'll go from there. Volta, you accidentally put all my favorites at the bottom, but it's okay. Gamer, you have to tell me who your favorites are, okay? Anyway, Cubs, feel free to check out the Discord if you're new here. Welcome on in. I ping when I go live on the Discord. We have anime night at 8:30 p.m. EDT on Mondays, and we're watching Oran High School Host Club, Apothecary Diaries, and Gundam GQX. Feel free to check out the Twitter. I'm actually streaming again later with Ryan at 7 o'clock, so I will see you gamers in a few hours if you're still up, and if you're not up, I hope you have a good night, and I'll catch you hopefully next time. Tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna be doing some Gallionaire with Pico, so please look forward to that. Yes, 2 collabs in a week. That's crazy. And then Friday, we're gonna be trying a marathon and finishing Yakuza, so please look forward to it. Okay, fun times ahead. Choo-choo, fun times ahead. But let's go ahead and grab a raid message. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to shoo you Cubs away, but I'm like, oh, I have to go now. I have to go. I'll keep you Cubs updated on the Discord about Pisa's status. She should be okay. And she probably is okay. But just in case. Yeah, thank you for stream. See ya, Ryan. See ya, Ryan. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Avid. Thank you. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for stream, of course. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Robo. Appreciate it. Thank you. So feel free to grab a raid message if you're not subscribed. Absolutely no hacking worries. Just make sure to use the berry emoji. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Feel free to use the Tipanya with the Gal raid, okay? Okay. But yeah, I'm sending Baby Pete's my best regards, or your best regards, and my best regards. So everything will be Daijo Booty. See you tonight as well, Sunny. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Please send your love and support to Uni! Again, really cute artist, really cute model, really cute voice, and they're joining again one of my mutuals. I'm sure you Cubs will love them, and hopefully I could stay in chat for like a minute or two before I have to run off. So teehee, haha, ho ho. Catch you gamers later. Here you go. Let me put the raid screen just for funsies. Bye. Lots of love.